Okay, back to the electricity practical again. I will explain you. I had to break the video into because of the length. Then it's easy. Anyway, I think most importantly, you can have a look into the electricity practical because you haven't done much of electricity in the school because of this condition, the problem. So I will explain this again from beginning. Once you change over from that place to this place, you already you can just must have ready. Okay, assuming that you have saved some time from the previous practical, because if you are doing the two reading practical to write the improvements and the problems limitations, that practical is usually taking less time. So if you are lucky, you will get that. I must tell you that one also. The layout of the index numbers and the students placement is up to the examiners. So they are the ones deciding which practical, which question you are going to do first. Therefore, you don't know whether you are going to start with question number 2 or question number 1. For you to understand that, only I started question number 2 first, because let's say according to your placement of the index number, you are supposed to start with question number 2. Then you do that. Then you have some time. Then you read the other question and then prepare whatever possible. For example, preparing a table and writing column headings, readings and things. The units. Then once changeover is here, then you have the fresh setup here, reset setup with all the new operators here, and then look into the circuit diagram. As I have explained in the previous video, number 1, you may not use all the apparatus at that point. That's the most important thing. Question. That means there can be extra apparatus placed here which is not required, not to worry. Okay, you just follow the instructions. They do that because they want you to follow the instructions. You follow the instructions and then do according to the given instructions and take the readings. And then not to use if it is not required. Then leave the circuit here as see, as I explained. First thing to do is to place the apparatus in place according to the circuit given. Circuit is nicely written, but when it comes to practical, it's printed nicely, but when it comes to practical, it's all messed up here sometimes. To avoid that problem, we usually place the apparatus first. Place the apparatus first and then you start the connection. Therefore, after your checklist of all the apparatus, making sure that you have all the apparatus given here is available, and then look on the board and then make sure everything is there and confirm, and then start placing the apparatus. Power supply. Power supply with the switch. Usually for the switch we are taking the connecting wire here. If it is alternating current power supply, you will have the switch in the power supply itself. This is usual battery connections. We can just add as many as possible according to the requirement. I have arranged only 2, that means 3 volts power supply. This is the 3 volts DC power supply. In the question it is supposed to be 3 volts DC power supply given in that case. Okay, 2016 October 33 question or 33 question paper. I am trying to explain one example general techniques. Therefore, this is not all the same apparatus or the working that you need. I am just trying to show you how to handle this. Okay. Again, in this one, we place the power supply here and take the resistor X on your left side, place it. Then you want the ammeter. Ammeter is already set to the ammeter setting. That means if it is amperes, ampere setting. Usually milliamperes. It is in the milliampere range already set for you. You just need to take the connections and give the connection to the required setting. Okay. So therefore, just place it here. Now you have the ammeter, then the resistor R. Resistor R right here. And then the connecting the meter rulers connection with the wire. Resistance wire is here, I think you can see that. Okay. With this resistance wire is taped here using a masketed here and there, and the edges are out here for the connection, leading out. The leads or connecting leads. You place that here. Now the placement of the apparatus is done. So like this. So in this practical we have this setup as the apparatus. This is the best thing to do. I will say that again and again. Same thing I have tell you. Read the instructions. There can be extra apparatus given which is not required. Therefore, read the instructions. Look into the circuit. First, place the apparatus in places like this without giving any connection. Then make sure everything is incorrect like that, and then start connecting. Now you need to give the connection to the first resistor X from the power supply. Look into the paper. This crocodile clip can be set here to the power supply. It's like this. You can see that there is a small lead out here. So when you connect it like this, it is giving the connection. You don't have to worry about inside battery. Okay. So therefore, we just simply connect it like this and then keep it. So this also can be used as a switch. You can just disconnect when you don't want. Therefore, this actually is the switch you want. So switch also then available. Now you can just place it like that and then use the other connection. What? Okay. One good thing is here is that the resistors, they don't have polarity, so you don't have to worry about that. Now see, when the wires come only, you can see that it is little bit looks complicated, but now we are just connecting. For the resistor, there is no polarity, there is no plus minus, therefore you don't have to worry about plus minus, right? Therefore, you just give it a connection, and this resistor X, look into the diagram again. This X is going to the next resistor like this, and at the same time, that particular end of the resistor X is connected to the meter ruler. So then you need this wire, another wire, you can connect it to this place, have a close look, and then you connect it to this end of the wire like this. Now your left side connection is okay, and your right side now, you need one connection to the ammeter. Now ammeter has polarity. Now you have to be careful with this ammeter because ammeter has polarity, and in this case I have taken the plus side to this one. That means the negative terminal of the ammeter should be connected to this side. Is it clear? This is the plus side of the power supply that you can have a look from the supply itself. Okay. In some cases they mark this is plus, this is minus, but if it is batteries, we know that this side is plus, so you have to identify that it is printed here also. Therefore, our negative terminal should go to the power supply here, and the positive terminal to the resistor. Therefore, we have this connection like this, and then to this one. Okay, and then ammeter and the resistor X from this junction is connected to the other terminal of this one. Now, I was talking about the switch here, that if you want, you can use this as a switch because you can simply disconnect and connect. Now you have another advantage of using this terminal, because this one of course you can consider the moment you connect like this, you will get a reading from this one. Okay. So therefore you can use this in this case. If it is a banana clip with another crocodile clip, you can have any terminal as the switch. Okay. So in my case, I will just use this idling like this, I will open like this, and when I am taking the reading only, I will connect it like this. The moment I connect it, I will get a reading from this one. Okay. If you don't get a reading, you need to check again one by one all the connections, because the apparatus, resistors are checked, ammeter is checked, power supply is checked, everything is fine, and if you don't get a reading, that means your connection is a problem. Okay, for example, let's say you don't get any reading once you connect, then you get scared, you are worried and you are excited. Simply, what can go wrong is just simply the connection. So simply, quickly check if the connections are okay like this, and make sure all the connections are fine and like this, and then just make sure all tight and connected, and then check everything like this and make sure, and then tie it up like this, and then check it, there it is, then you will get a reading. Okay, for sure it's like that, so don't worry, you can take readings like that, and then again when you want to switch off, disconnect from here, usually it is recommended for you to disconnect and connect it again, and then follow the instructions. Okay, and you can start taking readings after that. Record the value of R. Okay, so record the value of R in the sense they have printed the values here, 10 ohms or something. Measure and record Y. Y is the length of the wire. Here we are going to give connection. Please read the paper and then follow the instruction. Then you start taking the readings. The ammeter reading I, they ask you to record the I if it is in this particular one unit is not mentioned. Therefore, when you are writing down, our usual practicals are involved with milliamperes. Therefore, it might read 250, 350, 125 or 500 likewise. If it is like that, you should understand that it is milliamperes, because 500, 200 amperes not possible. So therefore, 200, 350, 60, 120 likewise readings if you are reading, definitely milliamperes. So therefore, reading when you write, if you want to write, for example, if the reading is 120, it is 120 milliamperes. Or if you want, you can write down 0.12 amperes. Okay, all depends on your column heading. If you are when you are making the column heading, you can write down accordingly. Once after that, remove the resistor in the component holder labeled R. They ask you to remove this resistor. Select a different resistor labeled with numerical value and connect it in the component holder labeled R. Now, one correction for my list of apparatus. Okay, this is a good point here. Another set of resistors should be given. When I want to set the circuit, I just looked into the circuit and then I have arranged it for this particular practical to complete and repeat. There are some other resistors given in the place of this one. So you remove this and then take the other resistor and place it here simply and then connect it. You don't do any other element setting. Okay, then adjust the position of the crocodile clips of the wire until the ammeter reading I will the same. Now you need to change this connection along this wire. When you are changing the connection along the wire like this, make sure this is firmly attached. Sometimes it is loosely attached. Okay. Now again I will repeat. The second reading, when you are repeating, you are repeating the same thing, but you are simply replacing the resistor with another given resistor. There are supposed to be several resistors given according to this practical. Okay. Now that particular set of resistors I need not arrange it here. So imagine we have another set of practicals, the resistors here for the requirement. Right? That's fine. Hope you understand. So then adjust the position and then you are setting the ammeter reading the same. For example, now previous ammeter reading is 120, and once you place and replace the R resistor by a new one, by giving the new connection like this, definitely current will be different, because we will be having a different resistors here. Overall resistance is different, so the current in the circuit is changed. So now This is also a resistance wire. By changing the length of this one, you are going to balance the added resistance. It can be the added resistance or the missing resistance. Okay. We don't know whether we are increasing the resistor or decreasing the resistor because the order is not mentioned here. Let's say the remove the resistor component R and then select different resistor labeled with the numerical value and connect it with the component. So numerical values are given and then according to that you can add it. Okay. So that's it. So this after this set, following the instructions and repeating it, you can guess what to do and then measure Y and the new length. Now you adjust it along this one while looking at the ammeter. Okay. So this connection can be given permanent this time. Okay. For example, you connect it permanent and because you need to do an adjustment here. Okay. Connect it here and then check along this one until this reading is coming up to 120 like this and then when it is 120, let's say somewhere here now we get 120 for example. Okay. Then that's it. Then the new length Y you can record. You don't need a new meter ruler. The length is already there. It's a printed one. Meter ruler is here, so you can take the reading and then make sure. And also in that case, you can see this crocodile clip here. I have connected to the end, but according to the diagram, if you have this length, now check this. This particular length clearly you can see. For example, here 5 centimeters. Let's say 75 centimeters. 5 centimeters here, 75 centimeters here. This is the length I have. So the whole length is going to be 70 centimeters. The Y value is 70 centimeters. Previous reading, if it is 80 here, then the Y value was 75. Likewise, you can have the length change and then record the readings, and you can see that once you are once the setup is arranged like this, all the apparatus with the wire connections it looks messy. But I will do the reverse work again for you to understand that once you remove the connecting wire, you can see it's a very simple thing that you keep the apparatus in place and then take your readings after connecting all the wires and then make sure your polarities are correct when you are connecting the devices which need polarity. For example, if it is an ammeter or a voltmeter especially. Ammeter and the voltmeter when you connect, you need polarity. Check it and then make sure, check what's the plus side and according to the plus side, accordingly use the connection. Okay. Let's summarize what we have done here. Okay. One more time. For the electricity, I should tell you, just the set of apparatus that we have from the beginning was like this, and then everything was arranged like this. Now you can see it's the connecting wires makes the table looks messy, otherwise it's just in place like this and then like this. Okay, so you are here after changeover or first practical, and then look into the practical and look into the apparatus given. Make sure double check the apparatus. Now the previous one, okay, in the previous one I have explained you that we need 2 resistors there. Actually in this particular practical we need more resistors. You will have the more resistors. That's for this one. Keep in mind the general comments that I have given you for you to understand and follow the instructions. Please go through this video again and again. For electricity practical especially, you have to be careful with the connections, the apparatus given and the instructions given. Okay, follow the instructions and then follow the circuit components placements properly and follow the connections, give the connections, make sure the connections are correct, and then readings without this parallax error things you can write down under errors and uncertainties, and that's it. I hope it's clear. If you need more explanations regarding electricity practicals or any other practical, I can explain you again and again. Please go through these 2 videos and then check, and then if possible try to do several practicals like this, and if possible we'll try real practical sessions before the final examination. I hope you understand the special or the most important or the, let's say, the general points that you wanted for this examination. Thank you very much for listening and watching. I'll see you in another video. I hope this is useful for you. Good luck everyone. Ayubowan.